So they re-released the Mario movie in theaters today, and I went to go see it again. And here are my thoughts on it. Before I begin, two things. One, yes, I know this movie has probably been reviewed to death because, come on, it's Mario. Of course it's going to be a popular movie. And two, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it yet for whatever reason and you plan to, one, I don't know why you haven't seen it already, and two, get out of here if you don't want spoilers. Now, of course, we all had high hopes for this movie, since it's Mario, one of the most iconic gaming franchises of all time, and one that many of us, myself included, grew up with. By the shelf above me alone, you can tell that I'm a Nintendo baby. So, with that out of the way, it's time for me to get into the things that I liked about the movie. First of all, this franchise has been around since long before I was even conceived. So, of course, this movie is going to be kind of a trip down memory lane for most people. There are references from everything to older games, like the Princesses in Another Castle kind of thing. That was a really funny joke. I like that they added that in. To references to newer games, like Bowser wearing the exact same hat and suit that he wears in Odyssey. The movie itself is really just filled with moments where us Mario fans can look at that and be like, ha! I get that reference! You know? And then there's the visuals. The visuals are absolutely gorgeous. At the beginning of the movie, I had already seen this movie, and when I was in the theater today, I teared up a little bit at the beginning scene because of how beautiful it was. All the characters look like themselves, but with more texture, I guess. And I think that, along with the references and stuff like that, really pulls the film together. And then there's the voice acting. I think we can all agree that there could not have been a better choice for Bowser. Let's be real, Jack Black carried that film. He really brought Bowser to life in a way that I never thought anyone could. The movie made him a very compelling character. It made him super menacing like he always has been, but it also amplifies the fact that he has a soft spot for Peach, and his little crush on her is adorable to me. And then there's the Peaches song, which everyone knows at this point. Masterpiece of a song, by the way. The other voice actors are okay. That's all I have to say about it, really. And now I have to talk about some things that kind of bothered me about the film. I think the song choices, like Take On Me in The Jungle Kingdom and Mr. Blue Sky, I believe it was, at the very end, just felt kind of out of nowhere in my opinion, mostly Take On Me. I bet they were just doing that to show off, look how much money we're spending on this film. Like, you could have used that to better the film instead of trying to be trendy. I don't know, that's just kind of weird. But that's only a small gripe I have. I'm getting into the bigger ones. The Luma that is in the prison, hanging above the lava, I'm gonna say it. I found him annoying. I did. Like, I get what they were going with. They were trying to have a really dark character with a sweet sounding voice to, like, but I don't think they executed it right. I don't think he was executed correctly, and I just find him annoying. Another thing that kind of bothered me is that I feel like they could have done more with Toad. Like, the scenes that he's there, he feels like he should be, like, the comic relief character throughout the film, like the silly sidekick type character. And when he's there, he does that. But I feel like he doesn't do that enough. And I feel like there's a little bit of wasted potential with his character. Don't get me wrong, what they did with him is good. I just feel like they could have done more with it. And more of a smaller gripe, but one that kind of infuriates me. Why didn't Mario use the fire flower? The fact that he doesn't use one makes the scene where they're in the fire flower field and Peach is talking about her backstory, it makes that scene feel meaningless. They could have been anywhere when they told her backstory. Why was it in a fire flower field and they show off her fire flower powers when Mario never does it? It feels like that was supposed to be build up for that, but they never did that. And you can tell how I feel very strongly about that, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. But all in all, I did think that this film was a very great film, and I do hope that they come out with a sequel. They definitely set it up for one with the ending scene with the Yoshi egg. Yoshi is my favorite character, so I hope he shows up in the sequel. Well, I guess it's kind of a no-brainer that he will, if there is one. All in all, it is a great movie, definitely recommend. I would say it's an 8 out of 10.